And it's always the month of September, but it's only been 2 or 3. You know what I mean? And that's about it, dog. Like I can honestly say, the last rough month I had, Toker from the Brownside was still alive, and we weren't shooting for whatever reason for like a month or 2, and my other clients or whatever, right?
Yeah.
He just magically appeared and was like, "Hey, come down. We're gonna shoot like 10 videos." I was like, "All right, let's do it."
Hell yeah.
I was already shooting a million videos for this, you know what I mean? But it was a month or 2 where we were dry doing whatever because we had just shot 10 videos. He's rolling them out. What the f does he need to shoot 10 more videos for? And then bam.
That's hard.
It happened. That's what it was.
Man, shout out to Toker, rest in peace. I know that he was one of the original pioneers of this, and I'll never not give him his flowers, even though he's not here, straight up.
That's right.
And I know he had his opinion on the rap game, but I knew deeper than it, because I'm going to keep it real, and I'm going to highlight something that not a lot of people know. I knew Toker's people before all was coming out, right? So when that happened, when I did the movie on Bright, I'm a real one, homie. You know, I'm not gonna be fake, homie. So they were telling me that someone was on the set from Brownside, and it was just when that was starting, and it was Travi G. Shout out to the homie Travi G.
Shout out to Travi. He's cool. And one of the realest I know.
Yeah, and the homie Stevie Villegas was right there. He's a witness to the whole thing. The homie, he's on SWAT right now. Shout out to homie Stevie Villegas.
Oh, I know Steven, yeah.
Yeah, I mouthed up to him. I was like, "What's up, little homie? What's cracking?" I introduced myself, criminal homie, high power, Water Silver Lake. What's cracking? He's like, "What's up?" And I was like, "I just want to make sure everything's cool, dog. Like, you know, I heard that there's some chitter chatter about that fool looked at me and was like, homie, I bumped your shit, homie. I fuck all that bullshit. Like, I fuck with you." So I always knew that it wasn't that. I knew it was something different, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the opinion was that he had, he started getting a certain way. And I'm glad that I never personally fell into dissing him back.
Yeah.
Because I felt like that wasn't really his intention. Because before he passed away, I don't know, a lot of people don't know this, but one of the very last videos that before
he shouted you out. He showed you love.
He shouted me out and he showed a lot of love. He said,
that was one of my good friends. What did you guys think about all that? What did your guys' side think about all that?
I thought it was bullshit.
What did you guys think when he was on his lives talking all that crazy shit? I really love to know.
I'm gonna keep it real. Me and Capone just thought he wanted attention. That he was trying to figure out a way to get back in the game and keep his name popping. Because we were obviously, like you said earlier, we're the kings of this shit. Ain't nobody ever sold as much as us. So he lost the position of power and went to prison, got out. He still has a position of power in the streets and money, but he lost that in the rap game. And he had videos that were doing good, a couple millions, whatever. But I think he wanted that worldwide. He wanted to do shows like us. He wanted to get out there. That's what I feel. You know what I'm saying? Since he was speaking on me in public, and since you're asking, you're part of his group.
No, absolutely.
I'm gonna keep it 1,000. I don't think that he really wanted that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that he wanted really problems. I think he just wanted the attention.
What did the high-power soldiers think back then when that shit was happening?
Everybody was ready for whatever. Our homies were always ready for whatever at any time.
Well, they were called the torpedoes, right?
We were everywhere. Like, I'm gonna highlight this. Everybody was dissing us since the first day we got in the game. And everybody had a crazy story about how we weren't from really our hoods. Everybody had a crazy story. Exactly. But how somehow we always ended up every show running out through fences. I'm gonna keep it real. The very first fool that dissed us, we showed up to a show in Palm Springs, and this mother jumped in an SUV with his manager crying, screaming, hit the gas. And in front of all the fans, this fool crashed his shit, went through a fence. So I knew from very day one that this rap shit was fake.
Was that the no warning shot guy?
Hell nah. It was a fool named from Wiggins. It used to be from Wiggins. His bitch ass got exited out the game just like that. But I'm gonna keep it real. I'm not here to highlight negativity because that's easy. We destroyed a lot of fools' careers. That was easy for me. But when we're trying to rebuild and when it was time for like turn the cheek, that's when really try to swing and come at you, right? So I'm gonna keep it real. I know the power we hold, and I know the power that he held. I know that he's really from his hood. I know really motherfuckers were down the ride for him. I know we had the same. Yeah. So in my mentality, I was already getting in that position where my album at that time was called Redemption, my G. I was trying to
You're on some other
I'm not trying to change it. So
yeah.
I shook Travi G's hand, and you know why? I'm gonna keep it real. I hit Travi G and I said, hey, with all this hollering from your tío, you already know I gave your tío props. When I met you, I told you that your tío was a legend. Straight up. Absolutely. Shout out to Brownside. I would never take away from that. My homeboys gangbang to that shit with me in the back seat with a strap on my lap and the cutlass. How am I gonna forget that, right? But we tried to get to the bottom of it, and I told him, I was like, shoot me your tío's number. I want to chop it up with him on some real shit, because all this going around the internet, I don't want to do that. I want to chop it up with him straight up, right? We never had the chance to do that. He passed away, and before he passed away, he gave me shout outs. So I know when you ask me and I circle back to it, I know it wasn't real, because if he really had hatred in his heart, you don't let that go. People aren't gonna let that go and give someone shout outs just like that. You feel me?
Nah, yeah.
So what did you think about it, since you're asking me?
Honestly, I never really asked him why he was fucking talking shit. I just, let him do his thing. And I'm not gonna say I was ready to shoot you fools in the face, but also was like, damn, I wonder what's gonna happen if I ever have to cross your fucking guys' path. Because those fools are doing them. I'm out. I mean, they're outside in their hood doing their thing.
But you were networking and being
I'm
all around.
outside in the motherfucking whole entire rap game, filming videos for fucking fools that fuck with you. I think I even shot some videos for Crime Family artists while this is taking place. You know what I'm saying? And I would always ask, like, hey, I might bump into these fools. You gonna be cool with that? Or what? He's like, do your thing, G. Get your fucking money. I ain't tripping off that shit. Do you. Whatever happens, happens. I got you.
One time we got a phone call. I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you. We caught this fool Eyekon slipping. We're gonna take all his cameras, everything. I right hand to the sky, homie. I told him that fool ain't got nothing to do with shit, homie. Let that fool get that fool a pass.
That would have been so bad for them.
That's give that fool a pass. I was like, give that fool a pass. He ain't got nothing to do with that. Fool's in the neutral zone. And I don't think it would have been. I think it would have been bad for everybody because when I'm telling you the homies I'm talking about, they ain't no rappers, homie. They ain't. And just hearing you say that might upset them. So we're gonna keep that cool. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we're here to highlight positivity. You're a man and you gotta back yourself up.
Exactly.
But,
you know what I'm saying?
The fools that called me weren't no rappers.
I can't say that in my entire video career, no one's ever approached me adversely or with any aggression.
For sure.
With that being said,
and
respect to them for not.
For sure. And what I'm saying
for not crossing the line or whatever.
And we knew because homies like me, because we done beat motherfuckers and take the cameras up. There's a dude right now doing podcasts that he talks about me all the time because we took his camera and beat his ass back in the day. So I'm being real. I'm not gonna say his name. He knows who he is.
I don't know, but tell me later.
But and at the end of the day, it's not about that. We're just trying to show that all that's easy. And this is what I try to say. Look, it's not about flexing and looking hard and all this because it comes out of us. It's naturally in me because I grew up aggressive. I grew up around aggressive homies and all this, right?
Absolutely.
But I'm trying to be tame and I'm trying to show our people that we could unite and we could do positive things, right? But you don't lose that side of you, like. Thing just because I'm out here shaking
no, just because it's quiet.
Yeah. No, it ain't even like that. But what we need to do is show that we're leaders. We need to show that we can't have these conversations because this is historical, homie. We're talking about a beef that truly could have ended in some bloodshed.
Some crazy shit.
His homies, R.I.P and his homies, they were pulling up to the set, strapped the fuck up. I mean, Carlos like, what's cracking, fool? Fool's hopping out the car, straps the whole shit.
Absolutely.
So it could get real, unfortunately, when you're dealing with all these people. But we have to show the outside communities that's a thing of the past. So as we're sitting there with R.I.P, we smoking, we shaking hands, what's cracking, taking pictures with his homies. That's what we need to highlight, not all this other bullshit. So that's why I'm glad that we are talking about Toker. Rest in peace. Shout out and respect to his soul. I think that it's an important thing for the next generation to know that for us to get further, we don't need to do anything like that. We don't have to disrespect another man. We don't have to take. Whatever he stood on, he stood on. I'm not gonna speak on anything other than what you asked me.
Yeah.
He believed what he believed in, but I know that then that it was dead. So I'm glad to say that. So we could speak on it with a smile on my face because I knew it really wasn't nothing anyways. But with that being said, how did you enjoy being over there? I know you guys were on like yachts in Cabo and you guys were like living life, right?
Yeah, he treated me really well. I was the last person to get a bonus, you know what I'm saying? He broke me off pretty fat.
That's hard.
He was one of my groomsmen in my wedding. We got married in Cabo. That shit was beautiful, you know what I'm saying? He presented himself, well, he didn't even present himself. He is a very particularly strong individual, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, absolutely.
Leader, straight up.
I don't want to overgas it up, you know what I mean? But he was the man, fool. Let's just be real, like you said, this fool's right here inspiring fucking generations of fools. And people have done a gang of shit to his music, you know what I'm saying? And he himself, as we all know, has a very unique resume of crime. You know what I'm saying?
They called him Beaver in the streets before he was a rapper.
No, absolutely. And he got a life sentence. So I wonder why. What do you get life for? It sure wasn't jaywalking. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So but I don't know. Like I said, I always talk shit, and I would talk shit to that fool. I talk shit to everyone that's a little bit fucking got a seniority fucking position. I talk shit like. Relax, fool. I know everyone kisses your ass. Yeah. Not me though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, I'm here. I'm gonna do my job. Yeah, I'm that guy.
Yeah,
I'm that guy. You know what I'm saying? So
don't take it too serious.
He showed me a lot of love, dog. He showed me a lot of love. He took me under his wing, and I did a lot of good things for him and his family, and he did a lot of good things for mine. I became friends with his little homies. You know what I'm saying? And it was a crazy time. You know what I mean?
Conejo told me that when he was out there on the run, that fool took him in for a little bit. And then he's like, this fool was like straight like 50 Cent out there. Like he had a crib on the ocean with a marina, with a boat launch.
No
and then
lie.
He take me to another spot. He had another beachfront pad. Like that.
I'm like, I was there. That's not cap.
Nah, that's some sick shit.
And that's crazy because Conejo don't got no fucking reason to lie. He doesn't give a shit about anything. You know what I'm saying? That fool's a very unique individual too. And yeah, dog. It was just a very unique time, and especially Chicano rap history to see his resurgence, to see his rise again, and then you know what I mean, his ultimate the ultimate gangster demise, I guess you could say. You know what I mean? just crazy.
Unfortunately, rest in peace to the homie.
Yep.
And it's important that we look at that in the positive ways, because he was doing a lot of good things too. He was giving back. He had a store in downtown LA.
Yep.
He had a clothing line. He was one of the first people to do this shit on the merchandising level. So I think that he left the blueprint for a lot of people. And I think that's dope. And then obviously he was around Eazy-E and all them cats in the beginning. So he definitely was a legend, homie. And a lot of people don't realize the amount of time he was in the game because he did that life sentence. You know what I'm saying? Or those 15 years, whatever it was.
Yeah, I don't know. Pretty crazy time, G.
Yeah, it's crazy, homie. And that's one thing about this rap shit. Unfortunately, there's a lot of too much real street shit. And that's what we try to separate. And me personally, I learned that shit young because we were rolling around deep as fuck, all around state to state, my Escalade, and I was taking half of my clique from my neighborhood with me, right? But you don't realize these fools don't respect the game like us. Like, we got to still show face. These fools are cracking fools, slapping people, doing the most disrespecting people.
Now the promoters don't want to book you,
exactly.
et cetera, et cetera.
So when it started getting to the point where I started yelling at my homies, like, don't be showing up to your construction site, disrespecting your work. So I had to start leaving fools behind.
This is why the young kids are scared to fucking link up, fool. Exactly. They hear these legendary stories and they're trying to be a part of that shit.
Yeah, but it's all good. That's why we got to change it up. And now when I roll places, I roll everywhere solo. You might not never see me roll up with anybody. If I pull up, I might be with my wife or my engineer or my son shooting. And I feel like that's more of a professional thing.
Yeah, like how you see me pull up. I pull up with my publicist, because my publicist, and my nephew.
That's dope. That's dope.
We're chilling.
It's all family. Yeah. And I love to see that because you're serious about your business. We already did the street shit. We already could prove that we already did that.